my friends. There comes a time in life when you must stop talking about what you're going to do and start showing what you've done. Too many people spend their days telling everyone about their plans, their dreams, their next big move, but talk does not create results. You must not tell anyone again, not because your dreams aren't worthy, not because your goals don't matter, but because action speaks louder than conversation. You don't need to convince people of what you're about to do. You need to show them. The moment you talk too much about your plans, you invite distractions, doubts, and unnecessary expectations. There comes a time in life when you must stop talking about what you're going to do and start showing what you've done. Too many people spend their days telling everyone about their plans, their dreams, their next big move, but talk does not create results. The more you talk, the more you give away your energy. You start feeling accomplished just by speaking, yet nothing has actually changed. You must not tell anyone again, not because your dreams aren't worthy, not because your goals don't matter, but because action speaks louder than conversation. You don't need to convince people of what you're about to do. You need to show them. The moment you talk too much about your plans, you invite distractions, doubts, and unnecessary expectations. People will begin to project their fears onto you. They will tell you why it's too risky, why it won't work, why you should reconsider, not because they want to harm you, but because they see the world through their own limitations. Work in silence. Let your progress be invisible until it is undeniable. There is power in quiet discipline. When you wake up early to work, no one has to know. When you stay up late to study, no one has to applaud. When you take risks and make sacrifices, you don't need validation. The moment you start moving in silence, you begin to realize that the only opinion that matters is the one staring back at you in the mirror. The world has a way of testing those who talk too much. When you announce your plans, life will ask, are you really committed, or are you just in love with the idea of success? The ones who succeed are those who don't waste time explaining their journey to those who won't understand it. They stay quiet, stay consistent, and let the results make the noise. If you truly want to succeed, let your work be the proof. Build the discipline to move without an audience, to improve without applause, to progress without permission. Your results will speak for you in ways words never could. When you finally arrive, people won't ask what you were planning. They will ask how you did it. And when that day comes, you won't need to say a thing. There is only so much energy you have each day, and where you direct it determines the results you create. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or opportunity. They fail because they waste their energy on things that don't serve them. They give too much attention to meaningless arguments, unnecessary distraction, and people who drain them rather than elevate them. You must guard your energy like a precious resource, because that's exactly what it is. Every conversation you entertain, every piece of negativity you absorb, every hour spent on things that don't push you forward takes away from what you could be building. Some people will call, message, and invite you into their drama, not because they need your help, but because they want your energy. If you give it away too freely, you'll find yourself exhausted without making any real progress. Not everyone deserves access to you. It's not arrogance, it's awareness. You have goals to achieve, dreams to chase, and a vision to bring to life. That requires focus, and focus requires energy. You can't allow distractions to pull you in 100 directions and expect to move forward at full speed. If you don't set boundaries, the world will set them for you, and they will always work against your progress. Guarding your energy doesn't mean you shut people out. It means you choose wisely. You spend time with those who inspire, challenge, and push you to be better. You limit your exposure to negativity, gossip, and small-minded thinking. You learn to say no without guilt, because every yes you give to something unimportant is a no to something that truly matters. The most successful people aren't the ones who do the most, they're the ones who do what matters most. They invest their energy where it counts, in their growth, in their craft, in their well-being. They don't allow setbacks to drain them, and they don't waste time explaining themselves to those who won't understand. They move with intention, they rest with purpose, and they protect their energy as if their future depends on it. Because it does. If you feel drained, unfocused, or stuck, it's time to reevaluate where your energy is going. Reclaim it, redirect it, guard it. Because the moment you do, you'll realize you had the strength, the focus, and the ability to move forward all along. You just needed to stop giving your energy away to the wrong things. The quickest way to lose focus on your goals is to let too many opinions shape your decisions. Not all advice is valuable, and not every voice deserves space in your mind. Most people don't give opinions based on deep understanding. They give them based on their own fears, limitations, and experiences. If you allow unnecessary opinions to influence you, you'll find yourself second-guessing, hesitating, and losing momentum. The world is full of people ready to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. Some will say your goals are too big. Others will warn you about risks they've never even taken. Many will project their own failures onto you, not out of malice, but because they can't see beyond their own limitations. If you're not careful, you'll start shrinking your dreams to fit their small thinking. You don't need approval to move forward. You don't need a committee to validate your path. When you know what you want, when you have clarity in your vision, unnecessary opinions become background noise. The problem is, too many people seek advice not because they lack direction, but because they fear standing alone in their decisions. But greatness often requires solitude. The most successful people don't stop every step of the way to ask for permission. They trust their instincts, they learn from experience, and they adjust as they go. There will always be those who question your journey. Some will doubt you because they can't see your vision. Others will resist you because your ambition reminds them of what they never pursued. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you want more, why you work harder, or why you refuse to settle. Your path is yours alone. And the more you seek external validation, the more you delay your own success. Time spent defending your dreams is time stolen from building them. Instead of explaining yourself, prove yourself. Instead of seeking approval, focus on progress. The only opinions that matter are the ones that come from those who have done what you aspire to do, those who can guide, challenge, and refine your vision without diminishing it. But even then, the final decision is yours. The moment you stop entertaining unnecessary opinions, you take back control. You move with confidence. You execute with conviction, and you free yourself from the weight of other people's doubts. The world will always have something to say, but when you're truly committed, you'll be too busy succeeding to listen. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most successful. Too many people spend their energy talking about what they're going to do instead of actually doing it. They make big announcements, share their plans with the world, and seek validation before taking the first step. But success doesn't come from talking, it comes from action. If you want people to notice, if you want to be respected, if you want to prove yourself, don't speak about it, show it. Let action be your voice. When you constantly talk about what you're going to do, you create a false sense of accomplishment. Your mind starts to believe that saying it is the same as achieving it, but words without action are meaningless. If you say you're going to start a business, start. If you say you're going to change your habits, change them. If you say you're going to improve your life, take the first step today. The more you act, the less you feel the need to explain yourself, because your results will do the talking. People remember what you accomplish, not what you promise. They don't admire those who talk, they admire those who deliver. The best way to silence doubters, critics, and skeptics is through undeniable results. Instead of debating your plans, work on them. Instead of defending your dreams, execute them. Instead of seeking approval, prove through action that you are serious. Let your work speak so loudly that you no longer need to explain yourself. There will always be those who question you, those who doubt you, and those who don't believe you can do it. But when you stay consistent, when you build day after day, when your results start to show, the conversation shifts. The same people who once doubted you will start asking how you did it. The same ones who ignored you will start noticing. And the best part? You won't have to say a word. The most powerful way to earn respect is through results. No one can argue with consistency. No one can challenge discipline. No one can dismiss hard-earned success. When you dedicate yourself to action, your work becomes your reputation, your consistency becomes your credibility, and your results become your voice. Speak less, do more. Talk less, build more. Let your actions tell your story, and soon the world will have no choice but to listen. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is not motivation, because motivation comes and goes. It is not inspiration, because inspiration fades. Discipline is what remains when the excitement wears off, when the journey gets tough, when no one is watching. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who always feel like working. They are the ones who do the work whether they feel like it or not. Every goal you set requires discipline. Without it, dreams remain dreams, plans remain ideas, and potential goes to waste. Discipline is waking up early when it's easier to sleep in. It's putting in the extra work when no one is clapping for you. It's saying no to distractions, temptations, and excuses, because your future is worth more than temporary comfort. The greatest difference between those who achieve and those who don't is not talent or luck, it's the ability to stay consistent even when it's hard. Most people start strong but quit the moment things get uncomfortable. They want the reward without the struggle. They want success without sacrifice. But discipline is what separates those who try from those who commit. It's what keeps you moving forward when progress is slow, when results don't come immediately, when setbacks make you question yourself. It teaches you that every step, no matter how small, matters. Because every day you stay disciplined, you're building something greater than just success. You're building the kind of person who can handle success. There will be days when your mind will try to negotiate with you. It will tell you to take it easy, to do it tomorrow, to skip just this once. But discipline is about not negotiating with weakness. It's about training your mind to understand that you don't operate on feelings, you operate on commitment. You don't rely on circumstances. You rely on standards. You do what needs to be done, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. The ones who succeed are not the ones with the best conditions. They are the ones with the best discipline. They don't wait for the perfect time because they know the perfect time never comes. They don't wait until they feel ready because they know readiness comes through action. If you want to change your life, stay disciplined. If you want to reach your goals, stay disciplined. If you want to become unstoppable, stay disciplined. Because in the end, discipline is what turns dreams into reality. Success is not for those who hesitate. It is not for those who wait for perfect conditions or seek endless validation before making a move. The people who rise to the top are the ones who move with certainty, not because they have all the answers, but because they refuse to let doubt slow them down. Certainty is not about knowing everything. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the next step, even when the path is unclear. It's about deciding that you will figure it out as you go, rather than waiting for permission to begin. Most people hesitate because they fear failure, but the truth is, hesitation is the real failure. Every second spent questioning yourself is a second lost. Every opportunity passed up out of fear is one that may never return. The people who succeed in life are not always the smartest, the most talented, or the most prepared. They are the ones who take action despite uncertainty. They don't waste time overthinking, analyzing, and seeking reassurance from others. They move, they adapt, they learn, and because of that, they win. When you move with certainty, you command respect. People follow those who believe in themselves. They are drawn to confidence, not doubt. The world does not stop for those who hesitate. It rewards those who step forward boldly to confront those who do not sin. The world does not stop for those who hesitate. It rewards those who step forward boldly, even when they don't have every detail figured out. The ones who succeed are not waiting for the perfect moment. They create it. They don't wait until they feel ready. They act, and in acting, they become ready. Doubt will always exist. There will always be reasons to wait, reasons to pause, reasons to question. But certainty is a choice. It's the decision to believe in yourself even when no one else does. It's the mindset that says, I may not know everything, but I know enough to start. The greatest leaders, the biggest achievers, and the most successful individuals in any field didn't wait until they had every answer. They moved with certainty, adjusted when needed, and trusted that momentum would carry them forward. If you want to succeed, move with certainty. Stop waiting for approval. Stop second-guessing your ability. Stop looking for reasons to delay. Decide, commit, and go, because the only way to know if something will work is to do it. The only way to make progress is to start walking, and the only way to achieve anything great is to move with the kind of certainty that turns doubt into success. The world expects you to stay the same. It assumes you will follow the same patterns, think the same thoughts, and live at the same level. People get comfortable with who they think you are, and when you decide to change, when you decide to grow, it makes them uncomfortable. But that is not your concern. Your job is not to meet expectations. Your job is to exceed them. Your mission is not to explain yourself. Your mission is to evolve. You don't need to announce your plans, seek approval, or wait for permission. Just do the work. Stay consistent. And then, one day, let your results do the talking. Surprise the world. There is power in moving quietly, in building when no one is watching, in developing yourself away from the noise. People love to predict what you can and cannot do based on what they have seen, but they have no idea what's happening behind the scenes. They don't know the hours you put in, the sacrifices you make, or the lessons you've learned. And they don't need to. Keep them guessing. Let them doubt you. Let them think you're standing still while you're making moves they will only understand later. Most people fail not because they lack potential, but because they give up too soon. They listen to the opinions of others. They let doubt creep in. They start believing that just because something hasn't happened yet, it never will. But the ones who succeed, the ones who truly change their lives, are the ones who stay patient, stay focused, and keep going long after the excitement fades. They understand that breakthrough moments don't come when you expect them. They come when you refuse to quit. One day you will arrive. The people who doubted you will be the same ones asking how you did it. The ones who overlooked you will start paying attention. And when that day comes, you won't need to explain yourself. You won't need to prove anything. Your success will be the evidence. Your growth will be the answer. The best way to silence doubt is with results. The best way to earn respect is through action. So work in silence. Move with purpose. Build something great when no one is looking. And when the time is right, step forward and let the world see what they never expected. Stay patient, stay committed, and one day you will surprise the world. And when that day comes, when the world finally sees what you've been building, when they witness the strength, the discipline, the transformation, you won't need to say a word, because by then your results will speak louder than any explanation ever could. So stay focused, stay relentless, keep moving forward, even when no one is watching, because the greatest victories are not announced, they are revealed. And when the moment arrives, you won't just meet expectations, you will shatter them. Surprise the world.